The plan is simple. I'm making art for all 890 Pokemon. The order is mostly random, and I'm creating with various mediums. Hi guys, welcome back. This day, I don't know, I don't have a full schedule, so in this video, I'm making Cleffa, which is actually my first viewer requested Pokemon, which is so exciting. Thank you so much for requesting it. I like doing these really cutesy baby Pokemon, so if you enjoy this and you'd like to see me make another baby Pokemon, please comment down below with what you'd like to see me make. It really keeps me motivated to keep making my own personal Pokédex. So I started this time with the background for Cleffa. I wanted it to be very, very cute and very pastel and magical. So I chose this really vibrant floral print and some washi tape around the edges to hold it down. And I did some dual layers of washi tape here just to kind of frame the piece. And then I had this piece of paper that had a little set of retro radios that I thought would be nice. There's no real rhyme or reason to it, I just thought it was cute. So I cut that out for Cleffa as well. I'm trying to think what my favorite baby Pokemon is. I think, like most people, I love Togepi. I think Togepi's the cutest. Be excited to do that one at some point. And then now I'm tracing out Cleffa's body, and I wanted it to be a kind of whimsical paper, so this pink paper, it looks a bit like an oil spill or like a sparkling bit of watercolor. I don't know how else to describe it, but I'm just cutting out the base body part for Cleffa. And then I have to get those big ears! Yes! So cute! I had trouble getting the shape down, so I think I traced these a couple times until I was happy with them. You know, if you request me to make a Pokemon, I'm gonna take it seriously. I want to try to do a good job. I know my series is called Mediocre Pokemon Art, but I do genuinely try sometimes. I call it mediocre so you don't get your hopes up and think that I'm like a professional artist that's gonna really wow you. I'm like the friend next door that just has a lot of art supplies, a scary amount of it, and keeps making things even when they don't turn out. I think that's how everybody should be though, right? If you enjoy making stuff, just make stuff. Just make stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect or super good. It doesn't have to be gallery worthy. As long as you're having fun, just go for it. So now I'm tracing with a brown Micron pen. I wish I had a thicker pen. I think this one's a 0.5 and I really needed a 1. So that it would be thicker. But I just put this lined paper underneath so that I wouldn't get any pen marks on my actual paper, because that would not look so good. So it's always good to have some sort of disposable paper underneath when you're doing something like this. I had really big plans for clothing that I was going to make for Cleffa, and it didn't quite work out. You'll see in a few seconds. I got a little ambitious. Drawing in the eyes and the mouth and the nubby little hands. Cleffa looks so star-shaped, similar to Jirachi. And of course I have a off-brand Copic marker to color the brush. And now, okay, here's where I thought I was going to use this fabric tool to make a skirt for Cleffa to wear. But I couldn't figure out how to do it. You'll see me try to bunch it up and run some thread through it. But I'm really terrible at sewing. Hand sewing, machine sewing. I don't know, I tend to not be so gentle with the fabric. But I tried. I gave it a try. So here I'm scrunching it up so there would be pleats of the skirt, if it ever did turn out. I don't know, maybe one of you guys can figure out a way to make a little skirt for a paper art thing like this. Like, I'd be very happy if you could figure it out for me, because I couldn't do it. So I tried making it thinner, I tried, again, it just never worked. So I ended up deciding I was still going to use this fabric, but not as a skirt. I was going to make a little bow for the top of Cleffa's head and just tie it around her little fluff of hair. Like most of the paper I'm using, at least in the US, it's pretty inexpensive. I mean, you can get a large sheet of paper for like 20 cents if you hit a good sale. That fabric tulle, I think it's usually like $1 or $2 per yard. It's super cheap. And you can even make your own skirts out of this as well, with just like a little bit of elastic bands. And if you guys are like avid sewers or like costume makers, you're like, oh god, I know, you don't need to tell me this. Yep, so I successfully made her little bow, and then I just had to glue her down. And I kept thinking I was done with this, but then I would think of something else and come back. So I actually made a little paper cutout with Cleffa's name on it. Here you can see I'm deciding which one to use, and I eventually just punched my own out with this big cutter and a matching paper. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the playlist of other Pokemon that I've made. They are not all this cute or good, but they're there. Thank you. Bye!